What's up everyone, it's Lord Vaporsmith Dracomar. Now it's time for another episode of Super Mario 64. Last time, we did some stuff in Tiny Huge Island. In this episode, we are going to return to Tiny Huge Island to do more missions and hopefully evade the giant fish that is going to try to eat our brains. Maybe that's what it wants to do. It wants to eat our brains so it can get more intelligence. Either way, I have been realizing that I have been making a lot of mistakes lately in my commentary. I realize I have been negative, I have been unhappy, I have not been personable, and I have been a pain in the butt. And for those of you who have watched those videos, I apologize, but I now realize I am making the mistake of not being happy or cheerful, and I'm also realizing I am making other mistakes as well. Many different mistakes. I am going to be correcting my capture software mistake though, and I will be able to record live commentary soon when my capture card comes in. It takes 2 days total to ship in, so it will take a little while. Here we have some tiny Goombas that can be very annoying and knock you off the ledge. I have learned the main mistakes I've been making in Street Fighter V, and I've been getting much better at it with Ryu. Though I'm not posting any stuff on Street Fighter V, even Ryu gameplay, at all unless I reach at least Silver, because that's where things get significant. Until that point, it's not even significant. And even if I do get to that rank, I'm still going to have to get a scathing review to Street Fighter V, because Street Fighter V is a heavily flawed game, no matter which way you slice it. Now, before I do Street Fighter V, if I ever do it, I'm going to be doing a lot of other games that are much, much more worthy of my attention than that game. One of them that's much, much more worthy of my attention is Halo and Fallout 4. Here I'm going to be discovering these secrets, which are these little nooks and crannies and these little holes in the ground that allow you to get a star. However, we already got that star, we're just discovering those secrets by accident. Now, I'm trying to figure out how the best we can go about giant islands. And long jumping, of course, does not get across that gap. So, anyway, what else was I going to discuss? I'm learning my mistakes in novel writing as well. I'm learning that I'm not doing the proper follow-ups for my... I'm not doing the proper follow-ups for my combos and such. I'm not doing proper follow-ups on anything. I'm not doing proper follow-ups on my characters. I'm not describing them properly. I'm not doing proper follow-ups with this game. I'm not doing... there's so many things I'm not doing proper follow-ups on. I can give a laundry list, I've realized, of things I'm not doing proper follow-ups on. I'm not doing proper follow-ups in my videos. I'm not, making regular videos properly. I'm not, lately things have just been a mess. An all-around mess. That is, I haven't gotten my act together. I've not been organized. I'll admit that to you. I also haven't had good combos. I've dropped combos. I've dropped combos all the time. But my biggest flaw is my inability to be happy and joyful. Because you see, the thing is, all these mistakes will be forgiven if I was just happy and joyful. If I was just happy about what happened and say that I'm going to do something new and interesting. If I was just that way, all of you guys would forgive me. But you see, I don't even realize that, because I don't realize the power of happiness and joy. I'm like the Grinch that just discovered discovered that happiness and joy, how far that goes, and how fun of making fun of my own scrubby, stupid behaviors, how powerful that is as a way of being personable with people, but, you know, of making them forgive you. Because even I realize that even myself, even I will eventually fall for being happy and personable. I'll fall for it. Even the most discerning people, if you're happy and positive enough, and you admit to your flaws and you work on it on solving them, you can make friends with anyone off that. They will forgive you. They will forgive you at some point. And it's something I've never grasped until now. It's something I've never grasped, and I have not grasped this concept to an incredible cost, and I will admit to you that I have not seen the value of happiness and joy. I will admit to you that the cost of that has been absolutely tremendous. So yes, for any of you guys who wanted me to learn what my mistakes are and try to correct them, your prayers have been answered. Your desire for me to admit to my flaws and trying to improve them is yeah, like I said, it's there. So here I'm trying to collect all these coins. It's remarkably hard to jump up these weird ledges, up these vine ledges. These vines look a lot like the vines from Ocarina of Time. Speaking of solving unsolved problems, I'm probably going to redo Ocarina of Time at some point. But I'm probably going to deal with some of the newer games first. The reason I want to do that is I want to get some hype. I want to get stuff that some people haven't probably seen before. But like Fallout 4 might be another one, and I might make it more interesting than usual by doing other stuff. Anyway, after long jumping to that mushroom, which is pretty scary, it would be particularly scary if you had to do that in real life. Long jump across a bottomless pit into a trench. Like, do you know how much guts that would take? The guts. Anyway, these mushrooms, it's interesting how, despite their enormous size, they come in different sizes. This could suggest the age of the mushrooms, or even they could be entirely separate species of mushrooms. But they look the same, and they're just different sizes. Food for thought. Anyway, we're going to be rolling on this giant log over to this weird rock that we've seen around. I mean, I'm not sure if it's granite or schist or whatever the heck it is. But we're going on this rock and then seeing the giant wrecking balls appear again. The giant wrecking balls of doom. And the giant wrecking balls of doom are evil and can kill you. And I don't know why there are these wrecking cannonballs flying all the way around here. Up here, there's that cloud that can blow you off. And these Goombas. I've also been improving at Mario Maker. I've learned about several things in Mario Maker. What I have not solved in both Mario Maker and the Wii U is I have not been able to solve the Wii U's internet problems, and it's been infuriating as all heck. Anyway, after climbing all the way up this mountain, we get this star. Because it's infuriating because these people are doing this Wii U stuff. And I used to have the internet until they cut the Wi-Fi off. And then I try the wired connection. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Everything I try, regardless of whether or not it fails, I lose it. I can't get my Wii U wired internet to work. I might get good at commentary. I might get a bunch of games. I might get to Silver League on Street Fighter V. Why? Because the internet on the PS4 is way superior to that on the Wii U. Way superior. If there's online in Uncharted 4, I might do it as well. Because yes, I do have Uncharted 4. And it is on my planned list of games to do because I already own it. I'm also planning on Halo because I really wanted to know what that game was like. And I never really got a chance to play it before, and I found that it cost too much. Anyway, we're going to talk to this pink bomb. It takes guts because you have to jump down there and try to not fall, and it's inconvenient. But what would be even more inconvenient is if this slope didn't lead into the water, it led into a trench, which I wouldn't put it past this game to do that, because this game can do some pretty jerkish stuff. But so am I. I'm also a jerk, and I will admit to it. I will admit, I want to come clean with that I have sometimes been a jerk, and I hope, and I've also been quiet, and I've been too reserved. I've done a lot of mistakes. But you know what? In my defense, a lot of people have done a lot of mistakes, okay? But my biggest flaw has been that I've not been happy and joyful because everyone else has somehow managed to be happy and joyful about their gameplay, even while raging, except for me. I am the only one who's so much of a crab, he can't be joyful and happy on any kind of consistent basis. Like, this is the brutal irony of this. This is the brutal irony of me. But you know what? It feels good. Feels good to get that stuff out of your system. And move on. And also to die. You can do that too. You can go fire towards the mushroom and not overcompensate towards, because the cannons in this game, you'll think you're firing towards whatever it is. You'll think that, and then you won't. You'll fail it. But you want to know another good thing is? You want to know another good thing is? This is not the end of Mario 64 for me. Far from it. I'm probably going to do a much improved version of Mario 64. But I wanted to make a more honest playthrough at first so that they could see that it wasn't... I didn't instantly come on as a Mario 64 superstar. I wasn't instantaneously one. I had to work to get there. There's a story. There's a story behind my own flaws, trying to overcome my own mistakes, and trying to overcome my own personality problems to reach success. Because often, the biggest obstacle to being successful is your own self. Now, sometimes you'll be like, how is that possible? This guy's wronging me. He's messing me up. Oh, he's making me look terrible. Oh, he's humiliating me so much. But they never stop to question. These people, like low tier God, I'm talking to you. Low tier God, you don't realize something. You don't realize something. But you yourself are getting yourself into a terrible situation. You yourself are doing it. Not the game. Especially because Street Fighter V may be a terrible game, but it's our fault for falling for the stupid traps. It's our fault. It's the player's fault for falling for the hype train of Street Fighter V. That's the truth. That's the truth. Now, if they like to fall for Street Fighter V, fine. Okay? But you want to be fully prepared, you know, unless you're fully prepared to face the consequences, it's just a stupid decision. But then again, stupid decisions are everywhere. Anyway, there's this weird liquid wall that just somehow appears at the top of this mountain. And by doing that, you can get into this weird white slide in this weird dark area of the mountain. Did these guys mine out the whole mountain? Why is this even here? Anyway, we're jumping on these jumps, and for some reason there's a dead end there. Someone built this entire maze, and someone built this entire slide. Like, it's like, why? And why did you put coins on it? And why did we pass through the ground? What the? Even though he jumped. Anyway, we're going back down the slide again with these weird stars and moons. They painted this on the inside of the mountain. You know, we don't question this. You know, I don't question. I used to not question. Why did I fail? I was just like, this is unfair, this is crazy. But you know, in Elder Scrolls Online, I've questioned why I failed. And I found reasons. I found reasons to why I'm failing. I found them. Like, I found that I'm using heavy attacks too much and everyone's exploiting that. And I see it. I saw that. And I saw that I should use light attacks more. And I saw that, that I should be, like, lawn jumping there. Like, I'm seeing my mistakes now. And I hope that you had a great time listening to this video. If you like this video, you can like and subscribe.